Have you seen the Trolls movies?
No, I haven't seen the Trolls movies.
Dude, you've got to watch those with your girls. They're awesome. You know why they're awesome? Because every song in it you recognize and it's
Yeah.
done in a fresh new way. Even if it's like a crummy song that you hear at a wedding every time, like da 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 do do do
Yeah.
do 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 do. You know, Justin Timberlake's just so good. Those movies are pretty much like music. Like it's like little dialogue just to keep the story going, and then it's like song and dance again, and so the kids love it. The music's great.
Got a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old. And right now it's just like Miss Rachel all the time. And anything that has like a narrative that lasts a long time is just, I can't like, we're not there yet.
How I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No.
How do Jessica and you feel about Disney movies? Like, are you
So,
excited to show them to your kids? Because I know you guys might not think she's ready. I think she's ready.
okay. So we tried Charlotte's Web because on YouTube, there was just a picture of Wilbur. Is it Wilbur?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a picture of Wilbur up there smiling, and she's like, pig, pig. And I'm like, okay, you're not gonna like this, but
Yeah,
okay.
you can't do Charlotte's Web.
Okay, well, here's what happened. I turned on Charlotte's Web, and I'm making dinner, and she's busy coloring, so it doesn't matter. But she'll occasionally look up and be like, "Spider," and like kind of keep coloring and stuff. And then meanwhile, I'm starting to get sucked into the story, okay? Because I've seen it and I know what happens, but it was never one that I was crazy about. And Jessica's like, no, this is a really good one. And so we're watching it, and then fast forward to 4 hours later, and everyone else is in bed, and I'm alone watching Charlotte's Web, finishing it. And
It's so good. It's
I
so
kept
good.
dry eyes. I'm just because this is going out in public. I didn't get emotional at all. I was completely stoic throughout the end of that movie. But boy, what a gut punch that movie is. I watched it, I got done, and I was just like, I had to go like just sit in some quiet for a while and be like, man, that movie just rocked me.
That was the
Um,
era of Disney where like everybody smoked and they're like, we've got to teach the kids the hard lessons. Let's teach them about death. I'm tired of my kid asking me about death all the time. Let's give them Charlotte's Web.
so we're like totally open to doing all those to doing Disney movies with the girls once it's time. I'm holding off on that Disney subscription because it's like I know that's coming,
Yeah.
and once we have it, it won't be able to go away. So it's
Yeah.
like we're gonna have that for like 12 years. So I'm just like, okay, we'll hold off for as long as we can, and then once we get to the Disney movies, and
Dude.
I don't even know if Charlotte's Web was a Disney movie. I think it was. I can't really remember.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it was. You got to do the musicals. The kids
Yeah.
the music hypnotizes them, man. It's like it's like a puppy being carried by the nape of its neck by its mom. Once those songs come on, they're just like, and it's magic, dude. And
Yeah.
I I am secretly hoping that you're gonna watch some Disney musicals and be like, dude, I think I'm starting to see what you were saying about this Alan Menken guy.
Well,
Yeah,
dude, I
his
was watching Charlotte's Web, and you've talked to me about the Sherman Brothers, and
yes.
I'm listening to the music, and I'm like, this is really well done. And then, sure enough, at the end, it's like music by the Sherman Brothers. It's like
Brilliant.
there they
See?
are. Yeah,
See, and you know what I learned is we didn't like things that were like glossed up and shiny and overproduced and all these things. And then I started learning as I got older, it's like the people with all the money hire the most talented and best people. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So Disney is just like, they're like, okay, we've got $1 gazillion. Who's the best? You know, and so just every person that works on there is just like,
All the Miss Rachel stuff. No, like, look, God bless the woman. Like, she's passionate about what she does. She's really good at it. There's even some songs in there where I'll start to get it stuck in my head. But the episodes are short, and dude, I've heard the same songs, dozens upon dozens of times about going to the potty and all this stuff. So at that point, I'm like, I'm in for a bunch of repeats of the same stuff over and over. So I am looking forward to getting to some of the, not just the new ones too, but I would definitely will try to subject kids to the classics. Which I don't know.
Dude,
But you said that your kids love the classics.
yeah, I hadn't watched Sound of Music in probably 20 years, and we're watching it with our kids, and I don't know if you know this about me, but I anytime I get in my feels, I start crying. Like if I talk in front of people and I'm like really sharing meaningful stuff, I just start blubbering. We're watching Sound of Music and my wife's singing and my kids are singing and I'm like singing, and then all of a sudden I just get flooded with all these memories of like being a kid and watch it with my parents. I'm over here just blubbering like a little, just a mess. My wife looks over, she's just like, "What in the world is I've got to get this guy on a testosterone regimen. What in the world is going on?" And but it is. I mean,
Yeah,
that I bet right now, if you made me list my top 5 movies, I'm gonna put Sound of Music in there. The
dude,
music is just so freaking amazing. It is
it is.
so good, and it's such an entertaining movie to watch because it's like this great story keeps moving on, and then there's just these awesome songs, these awesome scenes with songs in between this great story. So I love that movie, and I love that my wife and kids like to watch it too.
Dude, it is so good. Rogers and Hammerstein, man, there they are. It's uh, that one's a classic. And then I think about all the other ones that like I would like to get my kids into. Some of them, some of them are Disney musicals, but some of them, I don't know. When I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking, okay, what are they going to be into? I'm going to make them watch Robin Hood, right? I love that one, man. And Roger Miller does the music for that. It's like it
The
has a,
the animated one,
yeah, the animated one.
that's like my wife's favorite Disney movie of all time.
Dude,
She
it's so
loves
good.
that movie.
And the music's amazing. You have the whistle stop, but I really like Roger Miller. I think he's like a really underrated. He had a lot of like novelty songs and stuff, or what people would consider it that. But that man was had a brilliance to him, and it comes through in that movie. So I'm glad that it's popular. Like I'm going to subject them to that too. And Lady and the Tramp. Like I have all this like backlog of ones that I liked as a kid, 101 Dalmatians or whatever, and it's like, okay, well, Fox and the Hound, whatever, we got a lot to go through. But then there's like, I stopped in what, like 88 or something. So it's probably like now there's like decades, and my wife has some of them covered, like she's got the Finding Nemo, we've got that. We tried that with Cameron. We tried Finding Nemo. But we have a lot of ground to make up, Frozen and then all these that like I
Dude,
Moana, like I don't have any frame of reference for any of
oh
these, and I know
gosh.
that like the kids would love them.
Frozen and Moana is so good. Dude, you're gonna love. I mean, it's amazing.